my name is Yogesh Sharma. In my last video session I told you that how we can perform the delete operation in your data list control. Here I am going to discuss about that how I can perform the update operation in your data list control. It's a very simple task. To perform this task I am just taking two stored procedure. First one is the sp get data procedure. Here I am just fetching the data from the employee table. I have just created a table, employee table. In this table I have taken four fields. First one is the ID, which is a auto increment field, and a name, which is a varchar, and the father name varchar, and the salary is an integer. Okay, so perform the CRUD operations. You can visit my old videos, like I have discussed about that how we can perform the delete option. Now I'm going to discuss about that how I can perform the update. To write to update command or just implement the update operation in your data list, I created a procedure where I'm taking some parameters, like this is my procedure name sp underscore update, and here I'm taking four parameters. First one is the ID, which is integer type. Second one is the name, which is a varchar type, and we can pass the @name a null value. Okay, that's why I'm using here the single quotes. Okay, it is a null. Now third parameter is the father name, where I am taking the varchar data type. Okay, so write the update command and take some input parameter to set the values, and that's it. Okay, so everything is fine. Now come to the Visual Studio. In this Visual Studio I'm going to create a new project, data list example. It's not a project, it is just a web page I'm creating. I've already created the project. So perform the CRUD operation or perform the data list control. Go to the data tab, select the data list control, do something here like edit template. What is the mean of edit template? I discussed in my last video session. I'm just taking a HTML table. In this table I will show the table fields value. Okay, ID, the name, father name, and salary. Take some label control and bind them with the database fields. Okay, first one is the label, copied it, copied, paste. All these four labels are responsible to show tables fields. Okay, I'm just performing some binding properties. Here I'm just taking the text property of the label control, and using the custom binding we can perform binding with the database field name. Here I'm taking eval is a two-way binding function which is used to perform some that you want to bind a server side control with the database table field. That's why I'm using the eval. Click on OK. Fine. With the same way you can bind your all database table fields with the label control. Second field was the name, third field is the father name. So write like this, eval and father name. It is my database field name, remember. Okay, go to the salary field, edit data binding, select the eval and salary. Okay, now write some code to fetch the data from procedure. I'm just taking two namespaces using system.data, which is responsible to add dataset in your source code. Second one is to take SQL data reader, SQL connection, everything is here. SQL client, make a SQL connection with your database. You have to pass your database server name. Okay, here I am taking this server name. Just add your server name. Take double slash, because single slash in a string work as a escape character. Database, that is the tutorial. It's my database, and how I can log in into database, that is the Windows authentication. And when you use Windows authentication, then you have to write a fixed string, that is the integrated security, and here I am using SSPI. Okay, so create a method that will responsible to fetch data from the database table field. Here I am taking, okay, let me close it. Now it will be clear. Field data list. Write the body of this method, public void field data list. Okay. To fetch the data, we have a stored procedure with a name that is a sp get data. Okay, this is my procedure name. To call a simple procedure, you can take SQL data adapter over here. In this SQL data adapter, you pass two things. First one is the procedure name, and second one is the database connection object. Okay, take a data set, and we will not pass anything into the data set. Okay, call the da.fill method, connection, open the connection because it may be fire some error, and data list 1 dot data source equal to ds, and data list 1 dot data bind. Okay, you can close the connection, everything is fine. Now I want to perform the edit operation. So what is the mean of edit? Edit means that you can edit the previous data. Okay, so perform the edit operation. We can see the output over here into the item template. First of all, let me execute it, that it's working or not. What is the mean of item template? That all your data or all your table data will be displayed into the item template. Okay, but in case of, if you click on the edit option, then it should it should display some input type controls where user can give some inputs and he can update the data. Go to the edit templates. We have a template with the edit name, edit item template. It's empty now. Insert a table. This is my table, taking the field name, father name, and salary. Okay, I know that the ID will not be updated, that's why I am here using label, but in case of name will be updated. So it means that you have to take some input parameters to update the name and father name. I am taking text boxes. Okay, so it is a text box 1, it is 2, and it is 3. It is a label 5. Do the same thing, edit data binding, take field value eval id will be rendered, bind it with the name field eval, and name. Okay, edit data binding eval father name, and third one is the responsible for the salary eval. We know that in ASP.NET all things are working on the events. Okay, but how we can call a event in item template? Very simple task. Let me create a button that will fire a event. Take a button from the toolbox, set some properties by click and F4. Here I am taking edit. Now let me please concentrate on the command name. Why I am using command name, I will explain it later. Go to the item template, open it, the properties of data list control. You have an event, that is the edit event, edit command event. Here. Remember, what command name you have put in the button, you have to write the same command name into the edit command. Okay, it means that it will call the edit item template. That's why we are using edit, because on the click of edit or on the click of button, then the edit command name should be called. That's why I'm using here. Okay, so as I told you that we have to open the, you know, we have to open edit item template. So how we can do this? Just write such kind of code: data list 1 dot edit item index equal to e dot item index. It will open the that item index where you has clicked. Okay, so take fill data list, edit. Okay, refresh it. Execute it. Actually I didn't execute. Okay, click on edit. Then you can see your old data can be displayed into the input type control. You can put some data also here like this. Okay, so there should be two buttons to perform the update and the cancel. So in the edit item template I have to take two buttons. Go to the edit and edit templates, then go to the edit item template. Just take like this, tap 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 tap. Okay, take a button which is used to update your records, and second one is the cancel. Cancel will is used to come out from edit item template to item template. Go to the property, take the cancel and take the cancel command name, cancel, and you click the cancel button, then it will call the command name cancel. Okay, in the same way you will do this, like change the button text like update and write the command name that is also update. Okay, go to the data list property, but you can't open the data list current properties without end edit template. Okay, F4. We have some events like update command event. Here I will write the same command name which I have declared into the update button. Okay, it will call a event, and in case of cancel you have to write cancel command. Okay, write the same command which you have written into cancel button. Okay, in the case of cancel button you have to come out from the edit item template to item template. So perform this. You have to take a property edit item index equal to -1, then fill data list. Okay, now how I can update.